Hi everybody, thank you so much for being here and welcome back to another Wellness Wednesday. Don't mind my slightly damp hair, just took a nice shower as it has been so dang bloody warm here in California. Hope everybody is doing well in Northern California with the fires that are just devastating. But anyway, I digress. Today we are here to talk about weight loss. Now, if you don't know, in the past 2 years, have lost around 150 pounds. I guess my heaviest that I ever remember weighing myself was 340 pounds, probably was heavier than that. And currently today I clocked in at 188. So 188 pounds. I, as an adult, never remember until this point being under 200 pounds. So I have done quite a few different things in the past couple of years than I have my entire life. So my body is definitely catching up to all that. And I just want to tell you maybe a couple of things you are doing or maybe you don't know to do to lose some more weight, if that is, of course, something you're interested in and you have maybe a couple pounds to shed. For the first one, we have count calories. Now, I'm a little iffy about this one, but in the beginning it is important to kind of count your calories and see, and I think maybe even more so, it's just portion size and portion control. I was by far eating way too much. I mean, thousands upon thousands of calories that I did not need to eat. And I believe it's what the FDA or whatever the society is that we have in America saying how, you should have around 2,000 calories a day is probably about accurate. But you can always go into, they have like these different calorie calculators that will help you kind of break down how many calories you should eat per day if you want to lose weight. And it's definitely important to just change and modify your portion sizes if you think perhaps you're eating more than you should. And I know for me, back way before I did this big weight loss, but back in high school when I was losing some weight or tried, that was such a big just eye-opener is portion control and portion sizes. And when you actually look up what half a cup of something really is and you're like, oh wait, I've been pouring out a whole bowl of this. That's what I thought was okay to eat. So there's definitely the visualization of knowing kind of the portion size, but yes, measuring things out and actually, ooh, I feel a sneeze coming on. Oh, she coming. Or maybe not. Going on to the calorie thing. I do think there is some part of it that is important to make sure that you're not overdoing your calories. But honestly, when I was losing the most amount of my weight, I did not count my calories. I was more so worried about what I was eating, and that is number 2. I cut out when I was really cutting and probably losing around 10 pounds per month, and that was not because I was pushing super hard. I still had a pretty rigorous amount of kind of like exercise that I was doing, and I definitely cut out a lot of bad things in my diet, but it was kind of naturally coming off in a lot of ways, but I also had so much weight to lose. I mean, being past the 300 pound mark is obesity for most people. And I think your body naturally wants to not be that weight. Like if you don't feed it the amount of calories, it is going to naturally start to lose the weight, even if you don't put too much effort into losing weight. Anyway, though, what I do think is probably more important than number 1 of counting calories is 2, actually picking the right foods to eat. Vegetables, fruits, lean proteins, fish, chicken. If you're not into meats and you're a vegetarian, then definitely your beans and nuts and getting your protein in is really, really important. And this kind of then leads into our number 3 point, which I'll get to in a second here. But I think for me, the biggest kind of thing that I devoted myself to, which I still am now on my second round of sugar cleanse, is just ridding myself of sugar. No, soda is so bad for you. Diet, regular, it don't matter. Soda is really, really bad. And just added sugars. If you look in even just your regular tortilla chips that you probably just think are corn, oil, and salt, they probably have some other things in there. And you start to really, when you read the ingredients, understand how many things have maltodextrin, fructose, dextrose, all this added sugar in things that you didn't even think were sweet, because they're not. You know, sugar is an addictive food, and I think it is used to Americans' disadvantage. So I try to eliminate most processed foods. You know, they say eat the outer rim of the grocery store, go to the produce and the meat section and the dairy section. The things that are in the middle, the things that keep forever, are probably not the things that are best for your body. I really do admire like a paleo diet, something where you are focused kind of more so on what is given to us by the earth. And I think that's probably more where I will eventually steer my diet to be, is more of kind of a paleocentric diet. And currently that's kind of what I have, just because I'm not doing like added sugars, but it can be hard. I might probably go more into like an 80-20, where 80% of it is really focused and lean and vegetable and fruit based, and the 20% will be maybe I'll have, you know, ice cream once a week or something. But I think what's more important than counting the calories is actually picking the right calories to eat. You know, just because in my calorie calculator, which I can put one down below that I've used before, if I'm, you know, slated to be able to eat 1,600 calories a day, I don't want to be having, you know, Oreos and chocolate and ice cream for 1,000 of those calories. That's obviously going to negatively negatively enforce the things that I'm trying to get rid of on my body, the fat and the sugars. But then all that builds into, for me, like lean protein and really good vitamins. Food is supposed to be nutritious. Food is supposed to be, the medicine for your body. And number 3 for me is working out is important, definitely. And I think getting a good cardio push, doing HIIT style workouts are great. I can put my little workout YouTube video that I did, which is just like me telling you some home workouts that I've been loving. But what's important is strength training and really getting your muscles to grow. Muscle will burn a lot more calories than fat will. And really getting your muscles growing is what's important. And I think for me, especially now that I'm in this stage of weight loss where I have so much excess skin, I'm really trying to shift my balance of, before I was really doing probably pretty even of cardio heavy and weight training heavy, but now I'm trying to kind of change it to be a little less cardio and more strength training, because I do think that's more of what I need now. But I do love a good cardio push. There is something about pushing yourself and your heart rate and getting yourself so into something and you're just sweating and you feel like, wow, I got a great workout. But I can tell you, I have done a many strength training workout that gets me really sweaty and gets me feeling like, wow, I really put my body through something. Strength training is really important. Please do not avoid that when you're trying to lose weight. And going from working out into rest. Rest is so important, and I think that's something that even in this past week I've learned more with myself and my own body. Is I woke up a couple days and I felt just physically very tired. And for women, especially going through, your menstruation cycle, that can really take a toll on you as well. And that's something that I learned more when I lost so much weight, is that I was so much more in tune with my body and being able to understand kind of the ups and downs of the cycle. But really just listening to your body and being mindful about what your body can handle in a day. And setting your mind up to succeed is obviously extremely important. But really focusing in on your body and understanding when you can push is when you should push. But if you wake up and you realize, wow, my body is just feeling so tired, take that time. Take the time to rest. Take the time to not push too hard. You need to listen to yourself and listen to your body. I've been doing pretty much 5-6 days of a decent amount of exercise and having kind of one day of rest. But this past week, I had probably 2-3 days that were closer to days of rest where I really just kind of got steps in, which was just basic walking around the house. And I ended up losing more weight this week than I did the prior week. And it's interesting to think about that just in a sense of, you would think, oh, if I really amp up my workouts and I work harder, then my body, will lose more weight. And it doesn't always work like that. When you give your body the rest and the water, the time it needs to heal can actually impact you in a much better way than even working out can. And obviously also eating the diet and eating the right foods is so important. And number 5, the last thing for me that I have learned so much, it is not important what the number is. I have a goal of trying to get down to like 175 and then assessing from there maybe 165. But a number is just so relative. I have lost so much weight, and I know people get so caught up with having a certain number that they feel like they need to be at, and that is just trash. It really is. If you are working hard, if you are making the right life choices, if you get up, do 30 minutes of physical activity a day, you're eating right, you're not eating too many processed foods or too much sugar, I think there needs to be a better mindset around just being healthy and whole, regardless of whatever the number may be on the scale. But as a society, we have obviously gotten so caught up in what these numbers mean and really getting things like right now on a BMI chart, I am still way close to the obese category. I am just into overweight. And if you would look at my lifestyle and how I'm living, can I really take that for what this chart is being said? I'm probably still overweight, but how much more weight will I even be able to lose? I don't know. That's kind of why I'm trying the sugar cleanse, to see, will I be able to push any more? But also, is that healthy? Is it healthy for me and my mind? I'm not saying that it's healthy to be overweight, and I'm definitely not saying it's healthy to be obese by any means. But I think it is so important to not put stress and anxiety on thinking that I need to be this number. I need to get to 175 or, everything will be worthless. Relieving yourself of that stress and that pressure will help immensely. Stress, pressure, all of that will just add on the pounds, truthfully. Stress is so bad for weight gain. So it's really being kind to yourself, being easy on yourself, and getting yourself into a healthy lifestyle. Truly a lifestyle change of knowing what is good for you, good for your body, good for your mind and your soul. That is what is important. And that is what I've been learning to do these past couple years, is putting my body first, my mind first, feeding my body with good things, with good food, with wholesome food. And that's really ultimately what matters. I obviously am grateful that I was able to lose all the weight in the process, and being as heavy as I was is not healthy and is not anything I'd wish on anybody, because it was not comfortable. It's not a good place to be in life. But I need to be okay. If I'm only 190 pounds for the rest of my life, so be it. I'm going to try to push and be more and, not more, but lose more and be a smaller weight. But I am not going to stress about the fact if I can't get down to that number that I have stuck in my mind. And that's what I hope for you as well. Don't get stuck on a number. Get stuck on being healthy. Get stuck on being a better you. That is ultimately what is most important. All right. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this Wellness Wednesday may have helped you in your journey to be a better you. I hope you have a wonderful day, evening, night, wherever you are, whatever you may be doing. Please try to do something you love every day. Even if exercise isn't that thing that you love, maybe go take a little walk or something. All right. Hope to see you on the next one. Thanks again, guys. Bye.